Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be bringing you guys how to counter Edgar. So loads of people in the comment section have been suggesting this video. Edgar is so annoying on ladder at the moment. She basically wins a 1v1 against nearly every single brawler in the game and is so OP at the moment. So I'm going to bring you guys the best counters so far that I've found on ladder. Obviously, as time goes on, more counters will appear as people learn how to play against her and the play style, but these are just what I've recognized off ladder and scrims already. So without further ado, let's jump into the first brawler. Alright guys, so moving into the first brawler that I believe counters Edgar the hardest by far is Jacky. And what I've done as well, I've switched the star power to counter crush. Maybe this isn't the best star power overall, but in terms of the Edgar 1v1, counter crush is actually insane. It just counters Edgar completely. There's no way an Edgar can actually jump on a Jacky, especially with counter crush, and that's the main reason why you're running a counter crush combo, is because, as I said, Edgar actually heals when punching. So when he's punching, he's not going to be healing anymore. He's going to be basically taking more damage than he's actually dealing, which is kind of insane. There's just no way that an Edgar can actually jump on me. I'm just going to run straight into the Edgar, take him down straight away. I free shot Edgar basically all the time, 7k HP at least on me. There's just no way that Edgar can actually shred through me as long as I conserve my ammo. You've got to think of this brawler as well, just like Leon. That's what I compared it to someone not too long ago. I remember when Leon used to be meta. I'm not too sure if everyone was around back when Leon was released, but when the way you used to counter Leon is just basically conserve, or get absolute beam by mystery there, but you conserve your ammo and just wait for the opportunity for them to go in. You kind of just got to wait for them to jump on into you. As long as you get good positioning, it should be pretty decent. But also really good counter to Edgar for sure. See RB just popping off there. We should be able to finish this one in. I should just be able to walk this one in. Okay, I do choke that, which is a bit dumb, but you see the point. There's just no way. It's hard to actually show it in complete gameplay. This is just friendly games at the moment. This actually isn't ladder. This is just friendly games. So you're going to be seeing the same people play all the time. But there's just no way. I think Edgar just realizes that there's just not got a matchup at all. Even when I'm low, it's going to be hard for an Edgar to jump on top of me. So I'm just going to run into that Edgar, just delete the Edgar straight away. Nothing they can do whatsoever. And if you're really squishy, Edgar's especially good against the squishier brawlers. So that's what Edgar should be going for. Edgar should be going for the sandy lane. But in this video specifically, I've told him just to stick on me the whole game, try and take me down. I've been getting help from the B a lot, to be honest. But in relative terms, when we're talking about ladder and competitive, when I've been using Jacky and when I've been playing against Jacky as an Edgar, there's literally nothing I can do. There's no point jumping on top of a Jacky, especially with counter crusher. It's the biggest hard counter by far. So if you're struggling on ladder and facing off against Edgar, this is 1,000,000% the hardest counter. Alright guys, so jumping into the second brawler, which I believe counters Edgar probably the most, is going to be Spike. So Spike is absolutely insane against Edgar. Mainly due to the fact he has his gadget. Whenever Edgar jumps on, Spike just deals insane damage. It doesn't matter at any time. I can just use my gadget, and as soon as I get my super as well with Fertilize, it's going to be so hard for an Edgar to get me down. So the only bad interaction is off the spawn, because you haven't got your gadget and you're still obviously super squishy. But once you get Fertilize and once you get this gadget in play, it's going to be so hard for an Edgar to actually get you down. So all about ammo management when you're playing against Edgar for sure. Just because of how strong we are at the moment in the meta, I'm going to get probably still manage to take down Edgar, which is insane. But as I said, all about ammo management. You want to conserve your ammo as much as possible, because the second that they recognize that you haven't got any ammo, it's just basically a free kill. It does sound like I'm just talking like also just like nonsense, but you'd be surprised by how many people just don't know how to conserve ammo, especially against a brawler like this. As I said, just treat it like a Leon, like you would with a Leon. When you know a Leon's got invis, you just conserve your ammo. You'd wait for them to show where they are. It's kind of the same in this fact. You want to just keep your ammo, wait for the Edgar to make the move, jump on, and then just absolutely destroy with the gadget and Fertilize. So I don't even need to use Fertilize for most of these kills as well. Just a DPS on Spike alone is just absolutely insane. Edgar is quite squishy, so he can make these type of plays. I'm going to try and score here. Should actually, no, I was going to say I might be able to score, but you can kind of see the principle with Spike already. Just every single time Edgar's jumps on me, just insane amount of DPS, even with the reload speed of Spike and the fact that he's squishy. Edgar's pretty good against squishy brawlers. The Fertilize allows him to be good. So if you're using curveball, I don't really think Spike counters Edgar as hard. It's mainly the Fertilize fact. You're doing like 800 healing a second, and it's just completely OP. We should be able to take down the Edgar. Just two shots straight to the face. Nothing the Edgar can do as long as you're keeping range. I think our Mr. P's actually lagged out, which is a bit unfortunate. So if you guys get the gist, Spike's going to be the second most hardest counter to Edgar. Let's hop into the next brawler. Alright guys, so moving into the third hardest counter, I believe, when it comes to Edgar is Surge. So you guys might be really surprised by this, but again, it's another brawler that Surge can actually free tap. So a lot of times I'll just TP on the Edgar, and you should be able to also... Oh, that's just a slight mistiming there, which is really unfortunate, but literally milliseconds I would have actually got the kill there. But the thing is, with Surge, you've got the TP that can free tap Edgar, as I just said. You've also got the TP away, so when Edgar jumps in, you can also TP away, which is pretty OP. You've also got the fact, which I've been doing a lot on that. I've been facing a whole lot of Edgar, and yesterday I pushed my Surge to 1.1k with ease because of how easy it is to actually play against the Edgar. So especially when you've got your super as well, you want to hold on to your super when Edgar's got super as well, because when they're jumping on, you can use the Surge super. You can slam them and basically get 1/3 back of your super, and then 2-shot the Edgar, and then you'll have a super back straight away. You can just keep cycling it over and over again. So it's really OP aspects of Surge for sure. So we're going to protect our Gene here. Edgar is 2 shots again, so I need my level up, then I'm able to get the Edgar down here. As I was saying, you want to save these TPs down. It's going to be pretty rough for us to actually win this game. We've got Gene on the team. Gene is basically dead in the meta, so probably going to take an L inside of this game. Let's see. Nah, no way we can defend that. So let's just wait. We've got super again for the next one, but you can already just see the mechanics of Surge and how you can counter Edgar. Just a 3 shots. Every single brawler that Surge basically 3 shots in the meta, he's going to be able to counter in some way, shape or form. And the big key aspect of it, I've not really shown it in this game, but it's just really scenario based. It's hard to show these certain scenarios, especially when we're just doing the friendlies. It's just when Edgar jumps on, you can just super and cancel his jump completely, and then 2-tap him straight away. Conserve your ammo again, as I said, is also a really key thing about countering Edgar for sure. So I'm pretty close to my super. I should be able to actually score if I get another super. Or Mystery able to save. That was actually a good save from him there. And he's going to make a breakaway, but he's basically 2-shot from me, so we can get the ball and go in. We should be able to score this with ease. We can just smash the auto aim button. I'm just going to TP on that ball just to make sure we actually score. I don't want to actually choke this, but yeah, Surge going to be one of the 3rd hardest counters in the game, so I may as well just end this one here. Let's jump into the 4th most counterable. Alright guys, so jumping into the next counter towards the Edgar, you have got Taurus. So Taurus in the meta has actually decreased in popularity, but especially when you've got the super with Taurus, it's going to be the main way you counter Edgar. It might seem really obvious, but conserving that super all the time for when Edgar comes in, you just completely hard counter the hell out of Edgar. So you can basically say that Taurus super counters every brawler in the game in that aspect, but when you've got an Edgar being aggro on you constantly, it's going to counter you for sure. Which Taurus best matchups are tanks, and there's just nothing that Edgar can actually do. There's no way an Edgar can actually kill you with a super. So maybe, obviously, as I said, it seemed like really obvious, but it's not really obvious to certain people. People are saying that there's no counter to Edgar, but you can counter Edgar. You just need to keep your distance. You can use super again, as I said, and probably drag the Edgar away, because there's no way that Edgar's going to be able to get that range. Edgar's got one of the shortest ranges in the game, so you can actually take away the distance Edgar from you and just make sure you get the kill, because obviously Taurus' range is really good as well. And there's just nothing that Edgar can possibly do when you've got this super. So it looks like the enemy team have probably given up here. I can just probably walk up to the Mortis, take the ball off him. It's going to be basically GG. So yeah, Taurus going to be one of the best counters to Edgar for sure with that super, and also just the damage up close as well is pretty insane at the moment. Let's hop into the last brawlers that counter Edgar. Alright guys, so moving into the final, well, couple of brawlers that counter Edgar the most. I'm going to say Bullet and Primo. I'm not going to actually do one on Bullet as well, but Primo is probably a harder counter than Primo's a harder counter than Bull to Edgar, because you've got Primo super. You've got longer range with Primo as well, and Edgar works exactly the same way as Primo does. You want to be moving away from the enemy Edgar just like that. So I've actually got Poker Double Tank, which kind of counters us in a way, because Edgar's constantly getting healing, but you can kind of just see the aspect. There's no way that an Edgar can jump on top of a Primo with super for sure. Got a lot of HP. You might be thinking, oh well, Shelly super basically counters any brawler inside of a game, but literally Edgar's super mechanic is to jump on top of people and just absolutely destroy them. So you need to think of that in consideration when you're thinking of the counters. So let's just absolutely destroy this Frank here as well. You know, Primo is one of the best counters to tanks in the game, and still he's pretty trash in the meta so far, but at least Primo has some form of counter to a really meta brawler. I've actually changed penalty kick quite a lot with the Penalty kicks looks really weird in comparison to when it was last in the game. Not too sure if I actually like this environment from penalty kick that they've added, but as I said, just nothing that Edgar can do on top of it. No way he can get away. I can just basically chuck the Edgar as well. That collect just absolutely destroying. But yeah, Primo, Ball, really good counters as well. And also, just a little side note, you've also got a cult gadget that can basically near enough one-shot Edgar as well, which is a good counter to Edgar. You also have lose gadget. Actually, you can't actually jump on top of a loop because of the gadget can basically counter that, and then you can freeze, etc, etc. There's small little things that I'm learning about countering Edgar, so as soon as I get more knowledge into the game, I'll be sure to share with you guys what else counter Edgar, because I know everyone's absolutely going crazy at the moment with Edgar, how OP he is at the moment. That's going to be the end of today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what other videos you want to see from me next, and I'll see you guys next time.